Hello, my name is Madison Johnson,
My name's Evan Reese.
Hi, I'm Lainey Thomas.
Hi, I'm Alexis Falianatos.
and we are all exercise science majors studying an undergrad at Georgia College. And today we are talking about our research critique on an article that was published by Biomed Central in 2022 by multiple authors. And the article is Intermittent Fasting 2 days versus 1 day per week, matched for total energy intake and expenditure, and how it increases weight loss in overweight and obese men and women. So, the introduction, just kind of giving a little bit background information about the research article. It describes how intermittent fasting is commonly used for weight loss and has recently gained a lot more attraction and popularity. This specific type of dieting is supposed to burn fat after the body's sugar stores have run out, which is what results in the weight loss. The study was conducted to determine whether intermittent fasting for 2 days is more beneficial than just fasting for 1 day. This research topic addresses the overall research gap comparing the effects of an extended fast, so greater than 24 hours, versus an IF2P meal pattern, matched for total weekly kcals, macronutrient distribution, physical energy expenditure on body weight and composition, hormone levels, and hunger ratings in overweight, obese men and women during the short-term period, which was 4 weeks. These fasting methods, alongside the different protein pacing methods, so like 4 to 5 meals per day, evenly spaced around 30% of the diet consisting of protein, were also studied hand in hand, which is supposed to increase weight loss significantly and is what is used throughout the study to examine the possible weight loss results that were supposed to occur. Based on previous research, it was hypothesized that the greater fasting period would result in a greater weight loss alongside other factors comparable to the IF1P regimen.
So I can discuss the problem statement and hypothesis. So the problem statement and the purpose of this study, like Maddie said, was to determine if intermittent fasting for 2 days is more beneficial than fasting for just 1 day alone. And based on previous research, it was hypothesized that the greater fast period would result in greater weight loss results alongside other factors and methods comparable to the I1 or I11P regimen, IFP1 regimen. And the research design, it was a randomized control study that was conducted in New York. It directly compared IF1P versus IF2P diet on the weight loss and body composition, cardiovascular hormone, and hunger response in the 20 individuals that were overweight during the 4-week weight loss period. Like I mentioned previously, there were 20 participants. They all ranged from 30 to 65 years old. And the authors of this study were able to advertise it and get participants by using flyers, newspapers, emails, and over 200 people responded. There were initially 55 individuals that were selected, but only 44 were eligible after going through medical history and screening. Some of the type of screening they went through was medical examinations that ruled out cardiovascular or metabolic diseases. And they did choose participants who were healthy, no underlying medical conditions, non-smokers, overweight, and obese men and women.
The results of the study, there were 7 statistical tests to determine the significance of the results. SPSS, power analysis, ANOVA, IT analysis, and one-tailed t-test were some of the tests they used. The total energy intake decreased about 40% during weight loss. Significant reductions in all body measures during weight loss were present in both groups. Plasma markers during weight loss did not result in a significant alteration from baseline between both groups. A significant change was present in the cardiovascular category during weight loss. Blood pressure, fasting total cholesterol, LDL, and triglycerides all reduced significantly in both groups. Around 40% of the participants reported to have less hunger needs and intake during the weight loss. The results were prevalent for the macronutrients, carbohydrates, and fats. However, the intake of protein increased during the study. The study only analyzed short-term IF1P and IF2P to maximize weight loss. So a long-term study should be conducted. Improved overall cardiometabolic health, body composition, and hunger management. IF2P enhanced these benefits in overweight individuals. The study showed that there were cardiometabolic benefits without negatively impacting their appetite. The study demonstrated that fasting combined with protein pacing led to both groups reducing the amount of body fat, BMI, and waist circumference. And a long duration of this study should be addressed for eating patterns in relation to obesity and their cardiovascular health.
So this study was given a grant by Isagenix International LLC through Skidmore College and PGA. And the authors of the study acknowledge both the volunteers and participants of the study, as well as the help and assistance of Jamie Martin, RD.
So I'll be briefly going over some of our criticisms of the article. Go over some of the benefits here. By being able to record the measurements of participant 4 and between, change significantly strengthened the study, as well as the high participation rate of 95%, as only one participant dropped out of the study. Another critical factor was having a registered dietitian to track not only their kcals and food that they intook, but also the participants' exercise. Some of the negatives of the article, it did say that it was over a short period of time, as Lainey mentioned, that study does need to be over a longer period, see how it would affect over a 8-10 week period. So that was a limitation of it. And it was also, they did have one individual in the second group who followed extreme diet restrictions, which could have led to an increased fat loss average than the other group. And just something that I thought was interesting about it was that it did take place during COVID, which was, it was a sedentary time for all of our lives. So that could have impacted the study as well.
All right, and then this is our citation of the article that we did choose. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.